In today's video, I'll be sharing what it's like to travel from Mexico's Pacific beaches to Yucatán Peninsula in a single day. Join me and my family as we travel from Puerto Vallarta to Merida. First, let me catch you to speed. My family flew to Puerto Vallarta where we spent the first 3 days of our trip, but in today's video, I'll be visiting Progreso, Chelem, and then next week, I'll be sharing what it's like to travel to a small beach town you likely haven't heard of. Our travel day started early at 5 a.m. where we took an Uber to the airport to catch a flight to Mexico City. After having a quick caffeine break, we then boarded our second flight an hour and 40 minutes eastward to Merida. Once we landed, the real adventure began, as this was our first time traveling to this destination and we did not know how transportation worked, so we figured it out as we went along. Thank you to my sister for translating so much of this trip for us. Once we landed, we ordered an Uber from the airport directly to the bus station called Auto Progreso, where we bought bus tickets for a 50-minute journey to Progreso, a beach city north of Merida. We did plan on staying in Progreso for the few days we were going to be here, but unfortunately our first Airbnb got cancelled on us a few days before our trip, and the Airbnb in Chelem was one of the only places available, so that is where we stayed.
Me dicen que tal vez yo pueda dar un poquito menos. No entiende esa gente que mi amor es como un aguacero.
Once we got settled in at our Airbnb, we took an Uber back to Progreso. We got the contact information from the taxi drivers, so we ordered them to come and pick us up once again, and we were able to get some supper. We had some delicious tacos at this taco place, which I would recommend. Afterwards, we went grocery shopping to pick up a few ingredients for the next few days that we will be here. The next morning was Christmas morning. We decided to make a Mexican-inspired breakfast and ate the fresh fruit that we bought, which is so good to eat fresh fruit.
Best mango I've ever had.
Wow. My parents did have a few Christmas gifts for us. They bought us a few little things, and one of them being an umbrella with UV protection, which came in handy throughout the trip as there were some very hot days. Later in the afternoon, we made our way to Progreso's boardwalk, which we were really excited to see as it is a lot different than Puerto Vallarta's Malecón. And before we got too far, my brother had to try a merquesita. These are local to the Yucatan region and are one of our favorite desserts. There are so many different street carts and beachfront restaurants, so we ended up going to one of them where we got a few drinks and a few people ordered some food. There are a lot of vendors that will come up to you selling different things like bracelets, necklaces, hats, and mango. So we did try a few things and bought a few souvenirs as well. These sort of restaurants that are located right on the beach are a wonderful way to spend the afternoon because there's so much action happening all around it, like people playing instruments and as well as the vendors who are selling things. We went for a walk on the beach, and Progreso has the world's longest pier, which is quite interesting. And then we found these swings, which were very Instagrammable, so of course we took a few photos with those as well before coming back and trying some squid.
Yeah.
When we saw this person selling tamales, we knew that we had to buy one because they are some of my family's favorites. Afterwards, we walked around a few different shops, buying some more souvenirs. This one shop was amazing. It had a whole bunch of seashell ornaments. And then we came to the Meteorite Museum. We saw lots of videos online about this museum, so we were excited to go and take a tour, but we found out that the tours are only in Spanish, so we decided not to do the tours after all. But we did walk around the entrance and on the roof as well, and you get to see some pretty cool views of the ocean. One of the best parts about walking around in Mexico is that you never know where you're going to end up. We came across this small taco restaurant inside of someone's garage. They were selling regional tacos of Yucatan. This taco was different from anything that we've all tried before, but we all agreed that it was very worthwhile trying it because it's fun to see what the local food tastes like. There's also this tour bus that we didn't get a chance to do, but it looked really fun as it was playing loud music and was going down lots of neat streets. And then afterwards we came across another food cart and we decided to try some churros. These churros were super cheap and we got so many, and they were also delicious. After our day exploring part of Progreso, we waited at the Independent Park, which was the taxi location, and took a taxi back to our Airbnb, and we made some quesadillas as well as swam in the pool, which was really fun. The next morning we were wanting to check out the Pig Beach, which we saw lots of videos about online, but sadly because of hurricanes in this area a few months ago, the pigs were relocated to a new location. There were people who were still swimming at this beach, so it is still usable, but next door we decided to pay an entry fee to use the hotel's private beach, and we were able to receive lawn chairs and a shaded area. For our last evening, we all wanted seafood, so we made our way to Progreso once again. The restaurant we went to was called Los Cocos, and I highly recommend the coconut shrimp as it was all of our favorites. With the rest of the evening, we walked around the boardwalk one last time, and it really is amazing to walk along the boardwalk in the evening and during the day because the experience is much different. So while our time in Progreso came to an end, there is still more to come, so please follow along for my next travel vlog as we travel to a small beach town.